Good morning, Year 2, and welcome to your Tuesday maths lesson. We're going to start off, as always, with our Fast 5. So here is your Fast 5. Pause the video, time yourself 5 minutes, and go through all of these problems. Off you go. Okay, well done, and fantastic if you got lots of them right. So the answers for today's maths are 14 add 6 is 20, 16 take away 3 is 13, 21 add 46 is 67. 82 take away 31. So 82 take away the 30 would be 52. Take away the 1 would be 51. 48 add 35. We've got 48. We add the 30. We get 78. Add the 5. We get 83. 53 take away 17. We do 53. We take away the 10, which makes it 43. And then we take away the 7, which makes it 36. 45 add 27, so 45 add the 20 is 65, add the 7 is 72. 73 take away 46, so 73 take away 40 makes it 33, and then take away the 6 is 27. 6 times 4 is 24. 3 times 8 is also 24. 10 times 2 is 20. And 5 times 5, 5 times 5 is 25. Well done if you got all of those correct. Fantastic. Give yourself a pat on the back. Brilliant. Right, let's move on. Are you ready? So today we're going to be carrying on reading pictograms, but we're going to be using our 2s, 5s and 10s to read them. So as we read them, the key, the scale we're going to be looking at is not going to be in 1s like it has been, all the other times. It's going to be in either steps of 2s, 5s and 10s. We're going to bring our knowledge from times tables and multiples of 2s and 5s and 10s into this learning objective and into this learning today. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to read the information the pictogram is telling us. What's it about? Is it about ice creams or insects, or what's it about? We're going to check the key, check the scale to see what we're counting in, 2s, 5s or 10s. We're going to look at the totals we need to make and show on the pictogram. So we're going to look at what totals we need to make and then how we're going to show that on the pictogram. And we're going to think about if we have to show half a step. So if we've got a number that's a 1 or a 5, how we're going to show half of a number, half of a step, if it's not an actual 2s or 5s or 10s number, and how we'll show it as a picture. Okay, let's move on. So multiples of 2s, 5s and 10s are going to be needed today, and we know that, that multiples of 2s, 5s and 10s are our answers that we get when we multiply by 2, 5 and 10, and they're the numbers that can be easily divided in between 2, 5 and 10. Pictogram, we talked about last week and yesterday, is a diagram that shows results, it shows information, but it uses pictures to represent numbers. Instead of a tally, which uses lines, a pictogram uses our pictures. So let's have a quick reminder of multiples of 2. And here is Georgia's multiples of 2s that she's been counting in. Has she ordered all the multiples of 2 to 28 correctly? Or has she missed some out? Or has she not included some? Or has she added too many? So pause the screen, read her multiples of 2 and let me know. Okay, well done, absolutely fantastic. So you are, if you put that she's a little bit wrong, you're right, because she's gone 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, good. But then she's gone straight to 20. She started counting in 10s when she got to 20, when it should have been 12 after the 10, then going up 14, 16, 18 to 20. So when you're counting in 2s today, just make sure that you're really, really careful how you count and you don't miss out any, and you don't start counting 5s or 10s or anything else whilst you're doing it. Right, let's go. So our big question today, which you can do with a learning partner or by yourself, however you want to do it, is we're going to solve this problem. So a teacher wants to find out how many felt tip pens of each colour the class has. He collects this information. So here's his tally of how many pens of each colour he's got in his classroom. So that's what our information is about today. That's what we're looking at. We're looking at showing information about colours of felt tip pens in a class. So what does the key say? Well, the key says that 1 triangle equals 5 pens. For every 5 pens in my classroom or in his classroom, we're going to use 1 triangle. So we're not going to use a triangle for every single pen. We're going to use it for 5 of them. So 1 triangle is 5. So let's start with how many red how many red pens are there? Now let's remember this picture. We've got 4 lines and then a line going across it. What does that make? Tell me. Well done, I heard someone say it. It makes the number 5. So each of these pictures are 5s, and we haven't got any extra ones, so we can just count in 5s with no extra add-in. Let's go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I've got to show 25 on my pictogram. But I know that every triangle is worth 5. So let's count in 5s to 25 and see how many 5s I've got in 25, which will mean how many triangles I need to draw. So 5, that'll be 1 triangle, 10, 2, 15, 3, 20, 4, 25 will be 5 triangles. And you're really lucky when you count in 5 if you've got a tally, because it tells you how many 5s you've got. And this picture shows me there. So with my pen, I'm going to draw 5 triangles. So 5, 10, each triangle is 5, 15, 20, 25. Oh, that's not the best triangle in the world. Let me have a go to know a little bit better than that. There we go, 25. So you should have 5 triangles shows 25. Right, I want you now to draw how many triangles we're going to need to make the number of blue pens. So pause the screen, count how many we've got, how many blue pens we've got, how many triangles will that be? Off you go, pause the screen. Okay, well done. So let's count our blue pens in 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20. So we've got 20 blue pens all together. And we can see here, because it's already in 5s, we've got 1 5, 2 5s, 3 5s, 4 5s make our 20 pens. So we know that we can draw 4 triangles to show a little bit neater so they're in line with the others. To show, so I'm just doing this one in line with the other ones. 3 and 4. Okay, so we've got 4 lots of 5, which makes 20, 4 triangles, each one is 5, so it makes 20, and that's what I've got on my picture. So you should have drawn 4 triangles for your blue pens. Well done if you did, fantastic. Okay, now we're going to have another go at, we've got half the information is in our pictogram and half of the information is in our table. So we need to find the information that isn't in our tally from the pictogram, and we've got to find the information that isn't in our pictogram from the tally. So let's start with black, because we can use the pictogram for black, and we don't know how many we've got. So black, let's see what each triangle equals. So each triangle is 10. So I'm going to be counting these triangles in 10s. Are you ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So I've got 50 black shoes. 50 children have black shoes. So now I'm going to draw this on here as a tally. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, what have I done wrong there? Pause the screen. Well done. I've done my extra 5 as a line next to it when I need to do it across it. So cross out that one. Oh, I'm going to have to do it again. And I'm going to draw it properly this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. So now I've got 5, 10. How many of these am I going to have to draw to make 50? How many 5s am I going to have to draw to make my 50? Off you go, pause the screen and you have a go at drawing it. Okay, so you should have drawn 10. So 10 lots of 5 make 50. 5 lots of 10 here make 50, but we're making 50 here, so we should have drawn 10 of these tallies. Okay, so I can carry on doing that later on when you are ready doing your challenge. Now let's look at brown. How many brown shoes have I got? Oh, I've got a half. 1 triangle equals 10. What do you think half a triangle is going to equal? Pause the screen and have a go. Okay, well done. So what's half of 10? Half of 10 is 5. So half a triangle will also equal 5. So let's go. 10, 20, 30 plus that 5. What's it going to be? 35. Well done. How many 5s will I need to make my 35? So how many lots of 5 am I going to need to make my 35? What am I going to be counting in to make my 35? How many lots of these am I going to need? Count in 5s. Let's go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. You should have 7. So you'll draw 7 lots of 5 to make your answer. That was 10 times 5. And this was 7 lots of 5. Now you draw on your papers the tally, which makes 35. Off you go. Well done. Okay, fantastic. Well done if you've done that. So now we need to look at our tally and work out how many triangles we need to draw. So let's look at blue shoes. Let's count each of these in 5s. Let's go. 5, 10. So we've got 10 blue shoes. Oh, how many triangles do we need to use to make 10? Only 1. So let's just draw 1 triangle. There we go. And that makes 10. Fantastic. Right, white. How many children had white shoes? Just 5. So how do we show 5 when 1 triangle is 10? Pause the screen and have a go. Well done. We're going to use half a triangle because half a triangle equals 5. The whole triangle equals 10, but half equals 5, and that's how many white shoes I have got. Well done if you got that right. Bit tricky. Fantastic. Well done. So today, there are lots of different ways you can access your resources, but there is an assignment with some questions about pictograms in 2s, 5s and 10s on there for you to have a little look at. Okay. There was also on Pictogram a quiz. There was also a pictogram quiz on Teams where you can go on and you can do lots of answering questions about pictograms on there. So there's loads of different stuff you can do. And there's also a stretch in resources too. So if you finish the quiz and you finish the assignment, if you go into resources, you can find an extra stretch as well, which will help you. So the main activity is on there as an assignment. And then there is also a quiz about pictograms and counting in 2s, 5s and 10s. And then if you're needing another challenge, you can go into the resources, into the files folder and get your stretch from there. Okay, have a lovely morning. I look forward to marking your assignments and I'll give you lots of feedback on there and I'll see you later. Bye for now.